What's going on? We back, Goodfella Sports TV. You know what the business is. We grinding. Appreciate everybody for checking in one time for the one time. We back and talk a little bit about Kawhi Leonard and him possibly teaming up with Kevin Durant in LA with the Clippers. Obviously, we know Kawhi Leonard's a different type of dude, and I think I'm about 90% sure, unless the Raptors somehow win the championship, Kawhi Leonard is leaving the Toronto Raptors, okay? I definitely believe that. I definitely think he want to go to Southern California unless Durant goes. He don't want to play with Durant. We'll talk about that in a minute. But at this point, man, I think the Raptors took an unnecessary gamble, okay? And I believe they should go all in and win a championship this year and try to move Kyle Lowry and a couple other pieces to get another major piece. Just try to get a championship this year and then just pretty much tear it up when Kawhi leaves, because Kawhi Leonard, they have been so, casual. Not casual, but they've been real loose with Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard basically is the LeBron James in Toronto with the Raptors, what LeBron was to Cleveland. Now, if you don't know what LeBron was doing in Cleveland, people was able to come and go through the team facilities. They was able to hoop, just hang around the team facilities. LeBron basically ran the franchise, and that's pretty much what Kawhi Leonard is doing with Toronto. When he don't want to play, he don't have to play. He not playing back-to-backs. It ain't nothing physically wrong with him where he can't play back-to-backs. They have slashed the back-to-backs in the NBA in half. So it ain't, when you play back-to-back no more a lot. You play back-to-back every now and again. Trust me. I've seen it in the schedule. I play FanDuel NBA every fucking day damn near, except Sundays because of football. But he's legitimately got that organization by the balls. Okay? He don't want to be there. I'm telling you that right now. He don't want to be in Toronto. He didn't want to be in San Antonio because whatever situation that was with the knee and stuff, all right? And, it's questionable because do you want to get this guy all this money and he ain't happy? He ain't gonna be happy. Okay? He's a baller and all that, but tangibles, he ain't a leader. Okay? You can tell he ain't a leader. And if he is, he only leads by example, and that's fine. He's very hard to, difficult to, really, get with, you know what I'm saying? And, obviously he don't want to play with LeBron and the Lakers. He said that already. He don't want to do that. Phenomenal athlete, phenomenal basketball player, but he's very, very sensitive. We're going to talk about the Kevin Durant thing. He's very, very sensitive, man. And dude, he's like one of them dudes that I could see that you invest some money in, and halfway through the contract, a couple years through the contract, he just said, I don't want to play basketball no more. I'm tired. I'm sick of this shit. I got a ring, or what they got, a ring. He got a ring or two with San Antonio, and he just say, you know what, I'm good, and I can just retire. I can see him doing that, man. He's a dude that I would be very, very wary and investing my money in. But what makes it worth the risk is he's a top 5 player, probably top 3 player behind LeBron and Durant, only behind them two right now. You can make a case that he might be the best player in the league because he's more dominant on both sides of the ball. But this generation don't care about defense, all right? But you gotta tread lightly, man, with this guy, man. You gotta think about it, man. If you LA, would you rather have Kevin Durant or Kawhi Leonard? I think, if they get Kawhi Leonard, the Clippers is a good fit. You got a whole bunch of guys, like the cat from Kentucky. He seemed like a very good kid. Tobias Harris don't mind taking a step back. That's the perfect situation for Kawhi Leonard, to be honest, without another superstar coming there, okay? Obviously, they need to add a big guy. I'm not feeling Boban and Gortat. I can't stand Gortat. Obviously, they need a big guy, but I think that's a perfect situation for Kawhi Leonard to go over to the Clippers, without Kevin Durant. I'm just saying for him personally, it'd be better if he had Kevin Durant. That'd be a dominant duo. It'd be better for, Durant, but we're going to talk about Durant in a second. But for Kawhi Leonard, man, I don't know, if I would even, risk it like Toronto did. Seriously, honestly, you probably can get a guy like Jimmy Butler, but he was in the same boat as well as that Jimmy Butler is got a 1-year deal left or opt out where he could be a free agent. So I understand the gamble. Anytime you got an opportunity to get a top 3 player, it's a gamble, you know, especially with Kawhi Leonard. But they letting him do whatever you want to do, play when you want to play. At the end of the day, they're gonna have egg on their face when you know, when he leaves, because he leaving. I'm telling you, that dude is leaving. He going back home to SoCal, okay? And if Durant go to Clippers, then he may stay in Toronto, okay? That's just what it is. All right? He ain't going to the Lakers. He don't want to play with LeBron, okay? He want to go to the Clippers. So it's going to be on the Durant or him going to the Clippers. And I believe Durant may stay in Golden State Warriors, you know, and they may move Draymond Green, okay? So, you know, for Kawhi, Clippers is a perfect situation, you know. I don't know what type of superstar he wants to add. I know Jimmy Butler has interest in the Clippers. I don't know if he don't like Jimmy Butler, do like Jimmy Butler. But Kawhi Leonard is a guy that I wouldn't invest in. I'm just keeping it real with, man. I wouldn't invest no type of money with him, man. I wouldn't invest in those assets I traded for DeMar DeRozan for him. And I'm serious, man. I'm serious. I can't get with this dude. I can't get a pulse with him. Now, maybe, you sit in the room with him, he got a different vibe, but we're going to talk about Kevin Durant thing, all right? And with Kevin Durant, you know what I'm saying, apparently, according to Brian Windhorst, Kevin Durant made some comments about Kawhi Leonard, saying he was assistant players back in like 2015 with the San Antonio Spurs, and it proved that he ain't an assistant player. You know, he's a player that can play in any system and elevate a team. Now, people will say, well, the Toronto Raptors blew out the Clippers last night, and they blew out the Lakers without Kawhi Leonard, right? They was good without Kawhi Leonard. They was in the same position they was in last year without Kawhi Leonard and DeMar DeRozan. And that's absolutely true. They definitely a front-running organization, and time will tell when they get to the playoffs, will they bust through the plateau of not being able to get to the second round now that LeBron is gone. If LeBron was in the East, I said, could they bust through the plateau with LeBron? I think they would have beat Cleveland this year. You know, LeBron could have added whoever the hell he wanted to get battle. Kawhi Leonard is one of 2 players I've seen be able to defend LeBron and get buckets on the other end. Him and Jimmy Butler is the 2 guys that got the energy and the scoring ability and the shooting ability to give Brian buckets and give him work on the other end. Kawhi said LeBron stopper, no doubt about it. Okay, Jimmy Butler's another guy that's probably like the baby Bruce Bowen Kobe stopper. Okay, you know, he's second to Kawhi Leonard. Those are the only 2 guys I've seen give LeBron some good work over the years, especially when Jimmy Butler learned to start scoring and shooting. You know, he was a problem. But, you know, you look at it, man, you know, he's very sensitive. You know, I understand the medical thing, man. That shit deep, man. You look at Markelle Fultz and his shoulder and getting misdiagnosed by the team doctors, getting misdiagnosed by 10 specialists. I don't blame him for that, man. You know, his career could have been over with. And plus, he's probably looking for a way to get out of San Antonio anyway, right? This is the same guy that signed with New Balances. You know what I'm saying? This is the same guy who just told somebody, man, don't tell me Merry Christmas, whatever. And it's the same guy, and this just validates what I'm saying. This is the same sensitive guy, okay? Very sensitive that got mad because Durant called him a system player. Well, you don't get mad and hold grudges like a female, you feel me? You just be like, you know, you prove it, you ain't a system player. You proving it this year that you ain't a system player. You know what I'm saying? You proving it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be different from DeMar DeRozan. And I believe Kyle Lowry might be moved before the All-Star break, in my opinion. You're going to be different from them because you can ball. You've been to the finals. You gave Brian buckets. I mean, you know, you can defend. You ain't going to shy away from the big shot. So there's no doubt in my mind that Toronto Raptors can go to the finals. Not saying they will, but they're going to get farther than they ever got just based off of him being there. But at the end of the day, for him to be as sensitive as he is, and I'm cool with him being reserved. Tim Duncan was reserved. He was stoic, stone-faced, you know what I'm saying? But Tim Duncan still splash personality. Tim Duncan still has some type of comedy to him. He still has some type of personality to him. Both have dog in them. I've seen Kawhi have plenty of dog with him, okay? But the thing about him is holding on to comments about you a system player. It ain't like he said, you know, it was an indictment on. He talked about your family. He talked about you still driving that old-ass Tahoe, which is, I think, is a sign of a badge of honor. He doing right with his money. He ain't talking about none of that. This dude called you a system player, so you want him to apologize for that? You don't have to apologize. What's understood don't have to be explained. And what's been explained is that in Toronto, you still playing at a high level. In Toronto, you still gave Durant buckets. Durant still gave you buckets. It's about winning. It's about winning. And I understand if you don't want to team up with another player, you want to win a championship, on your own. I feel you. But in today's NBA, you ain't going to win a championship with the Clippers, bro. You got a better chance to win a championship with Toronto Raptors. You know what I'm saying? Without you bringing nobody with LA with you, or Jimmy Butler, or, maybe Kyrie Irving spins the Boston Celtics, or bringing Kevin Durant, but you want to play with him because he made a comment about you saying you a system player. So you want him to send you hearts, chocolate hearts and candy and flowers, okay, to apologize. Like, dude, we grown men, bro. Constructive criticism. It ain't like he indicted your life. It ain't like he said, he just was talking about you physically and just tearing you down as a man. That ain't no dishonorable shit that he did. He didn't break no man law. It's his opinion. Okay? It's his opinion. And if you're going to be so soft and touchy off that, man, if I'm Kevin Durant, I don't want to play with his bitch ass neither. I'm sorry, man. I wouldn't invest shit in Kawhi Leonard, man. Good player, top 3 player. I understand that. But it's too much of the intangible shit missing, man. Too much intangible. I love the Kawhi Leonard game, man. But I want him in my foxhole with me, man. I'm straight. It reminded me of the time when Scottie Pippen quit on Jordan versus the Pistons because he was getting his ass mollywopped. Because he couldn't take a hit. If you didn't know, Jordan changed the rules. Jordan and Pippen, they went to David Stern, and David Stern turned the NBA into this soft basketball league from no boys being allowed to boys being allowed now. It's the NAB now. All boys allowed. However you want to say it. Nothing but boys. Fuck it. NBB. Nothing but boys. That's what the NBA is now. Nothing but boys association. But like I said, if he that touchy-feely over that, man, it is what it is, man. I wouldn't invest into the guy. I wouldn't have traded for the guy. But let's see if the gamble pay off. And when he leaves Toronto after they done kissed his ass, plenty of fans to have piss on his name. He'll sit out next year when he go to Toronto if he go to the Clippers one time. So, hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV. If you want to make a donation to the channel, links in the description. Appreciate everybody for checking in. One time, forget we on Facebook, Twitter as well. You can check our Facebook group out. All the links in the description as well. Also, you can reach out to me in the email if you got a video request, or on social media if you got a video request, question, business inquiry, or sponsorship. Also, the intro instrumental link is in the description as well. Much blessed to all the brothers out there, man. Goodfellas Sports TV. And, we